oldest roaming bandits in the game, so he has a lot of experience with this.
And he will get the first kill of the game. MVK drops down, taking that Ash out inside the kitchen. Zed can be very happy with that pick. He's cautious of any follow-up, but there isn't anyone else there.
That's
the rest of Continuum still pressuring the outside of the map.
That's a big operator, and moreover, a big player off the board already for Continuum. That's a lot of cards on the table for Elevate.
Okay. Jones heading up towards the piano room, heading up towards this top floor and checking out what's waiting for them on there. Slash up here above the trapdoor does get shown to Zed, who will tag him up but can't kill him off. But he's done his job. He's keeping Slash occupied, keeping him busy, keeping him watching this staircase and on this top of the roof now. As Gio uses his C4 to take down Young. There goes the Hibana. But Glaz using another smoke grenade has got himself inside the A site and picked up the first kill for the attacking team. On to the top of the bomb site, he's going to flank back and find Zed behind him. Canadian with 2. Looks for one more in the freezer, but England was waiting and is now flicked back to Cigar to keep cover on that angle. 2v3. Glaz did what he could to try and get 2v3. Glaz did what he could to try and get the numbers back in. Slash peeks on him, but he won't win that fight. England with good SMG 11 play to finish off Slash. It means Necrox now has 3 to find on his own with 25 seconds to go. England tucked in the back of the freezer. He already knows about him. He has no idea about the other 2. He's got 15 seconds now to make the push, and well, he's inside a smoke grenade. It's going to loosen him up. Will get one onto Gio. Looks for the next one, but England's got a shotgun out this time, and it is round 1 in the bag for Elevate.
So, a little bit of a loss at the beginning of the round.
4 as he was spotted by a camera and is having trouble trying to find it. As he does peek across, now the smoke just starts to tick away. Canadian makes himself known as he comes up from behind, takes down Gio, and he continues to aggressively come up. Zed's expecting him further down, and that gives Canadian another kill. He will finally fall, but he's done his job, taking down 2 with him, including that very powerful Glaz. England is low as he gets sprayed down through some smoke. Skies picks up a kill onto Young himself, but then will be traded out by MVK, who is traded straight back by England as well. He is inside the site, and the diffuser went down, but he's quickly killed off. Easily now up and above the trapdoor, sorry, above the skylight. He's in a 1v1 with Slash. Slash knows he's there. Slash is scared as those shots come in, but the flashbang is now going to drop down through the hole. Slash is sitting right next to the diffuser. Easily confident that he's not actually holding the diffuse here. Now he's going to give it a go. Flashbangs are still falling down through the top. He does peek just in time and easily gives Elevate a second round.
Now that was a really interesting plant by Elevate.
What you say? Double checks it. Goes for another C4 on up. There's the diffuser down and exposed. Just in case he wasn't dead. Gio, though, will pick up a kill of his own. MVK has fallen, so that was the cover that Canadian had. Skies has picked up Young, so despite the number advantage briefly being in the defense favor, it's quickly swung back the other way. Canadian underneath gets a kill, but as Gio trades him out, as Zed had picked off one more, and with that kill from easily, Elevate are up to match point.
4-0.
Canadian blew up the planter. MVK, yes, got killed, but then they couldn't kill Canadian. He was still down there again. Despite all of that seemingly going in Continuum's favor, he stopped 2 separate planters. And then somehow Elevate managed to very quickly get back on that horse, figure out where and what was going wrong. Oh, that's a bit awkward. Sky is taking out Zed to help Continuum along, I suppose, as they try and spawn.
I did that to Zed once. I did that same exact thing to Zed once.
I did it, but it was hiding in there. But with that, easily trades another one back before getting taken out. Necrox and easily trade with each other. It's now 2v1. Skies is alone against Young and Slash. He could still end this in a 5-0.
Oh no, but it's a pulse from underneath.
He did get an idea of where the plant was coming through. He took down that player, but he may not be aware of it. That was the diffuser player. Now he's going to see Young. Oh, the headshot was moments away, but Young gets the better aim just after he finishes the revive. Mirror window you see open there into the freezer, so they've got to be cautious of that. Mirror herself is actually on the other wall next to it. Jaeger in the corridor at the backside, and Blueprints does down, or get downed rather, by Gio before killing him, but Necrox and Young quickly clean up the 2 remaining headshots and get Continuum one more round.
And here's the CTM that we all expect to see. That shot that Jaeger hit in that hall, we didn't get to see it, but he should not have won that engagement. He shot, I think there were 3 bullets coming out of the rifle of the attacker there.
And then he are now being picked up inside piano, but of course when they're on the piano itself, that's an indestructible lump of floor. So keeping themselves aware and mobile while they do know he is underneath, and he is of course feeding information to his team. He's thinking about this window, but of course there's Flame on. Does change his mind just at the right moment. as the drone did spot him heading that direction.
He is wasting a ton of time.
Yeah, they are wasting a lot of time droning for him here, and actually they may think he's gone now. Yeah, here we go, Necrox is coming in. He thinks that Pulse has moved on, but he is going to be wrong, and Geo gets the headshot onto Necrox and takes him out. Not only was the time wasted, the kill was gained, and now Pulse is back to having free roam of that floor underneath the very, very destructible piano.
There's only 1 minute left, guys. Come on.
Easily taken out by Canadian, so we do start to have a little bit back in Continuum's favor. Another one coming on through. He's missing a lot of these shots. The smoke will get away with it. The C4 has been used by the Pulse. Canadian will fall, and the C4 got no kill. But England's shotgun is there. The plant did go through. Geo trades solidly. Young just narrowly escapes the backside of Geo's bullets as they're pushing back into the bar. NVK makes it a 2v2 as Zed will fall. Firing in towards the Freezer now. He's going to see his feet coming on through. Geo unsure, cautious of where these two are, loses track of Young and will pay for it with his life. Skies is now in a 1v2 and is being cornered in from both sides. Despite being on the defense here with the bomb down, this is a very aggressive play from Continuum. This C4 will miss. They've fallen back on now, and NVK and Young clean up Geo and Skies with a beautifully played after plant to give Continuum upstairs around this top floor. Easily is now going to be the man to try and hunt him. He's bringing Skies and Zed up here with him. Know roughly where the man is. Yeah, trying to focus on this through. Easily switches to the secondary, peeks on around the corner. Flashbang comes over. NVK doesn't get flashed at all, and he will take easily out with it. Keeps the move on forward now. Skies inside the piano room is currently hidden behind the wall. The drone will go down as Canadian takes Skies out from up and above. 4v2 is Elevate's last hope to keep this. He's in this time around, but will fall down to Necrox all the same, as England will trade MVK back. He is now in a 1v2. Necrox on the other side of his wall, and he knows it. Smoke grenades aren't going to go out as the trophy system is there, but now he knows he's inside. The plant is going to go down,
10 seconds remaining.
and they're pushing in from both sides, and it's an easy cleanup for Continuum to force us to overtime.
So that was 4 rounds in a row for Continuum. That was the definition of we've got your number now. Look out. You've got this unstoppable force.
That hurt England. That hurt him a lot. C4 is going to miss from below this time around. Canadian up and over the bar, coming on in. The smoke grenade comes out, and he is walking straight through it. England comes around the corner and wins the fight. That's big. Young has taken down Zed elsewhere, but as England comes around, MVK will kill him, but get traded down himself. So he is down for the count. 3v2 standing up players, but a great shot from Young takes easily down and makes it a 2v2 with MVK still on the floor. They haven't found a chance to revive him yet. Young's dancing back this way and has the diffuser in hand. 30 seconds on the clock. He's unsure about where to go, but he's got 30 seconds, so he'll drone. Geo and Skies are up. Young's drone comes on through, sees Geo sitting right here on the blueprint spot. That's given them a chance to revive up MVK now, and they're back to a 3v2. 15 seconds to go, though. Pre-fire coming around as MVK gets up and immediately kills Skies. He's now around behind Geo. Will fall down for this one, but Necrox does what he needs once Geo's pinned in the corner and give Continuum their 5th round in a row.
And we've got that Mira now coming in from Continuum, which has been working fantastically for them so far. I'm guessing we're going to see Elevate put some claymores on this balcony and then go up to the roof, try and move their way in through red stairs, open up the red stairs to piano wall, and then open up the piano to... Wow.
Nice shot. Zed takes MVK down through a sliver. That very nice standout yellow operator. Helped pick off the Jaeger, who was trying to aggressively look through these bakery windows.
That's a big pick. MVK
He throws it. Looking in through the freezer, looking through this mirror windows. Necrox is dancing back and forth. Both of them going to miss each other around millimeters this time around, but Geo's going to push in towards the toilet. Does pick off one before Canadian C4 takes off easily from below. Back to a 2v2. Necrox narrowly misses Geo's bullets, but won't miss his shots himself that time. Skies is now in a 1v2.
Ooh.
Doesn't matter, Necrox gets him. And that is map number 1. 6 rounds on the trot. Continuum take the win.
Just wow. Get rid of this. And maybe he figured they wouldn't reinforce Attic as quickly as they did.
Or at least he was hoping such a thing, yeah. He then does have a drone inside the meeting room, and that will tell him that Skies is in there, but it goes horribly wrong. And Skies kills him out. Skies tries to fall back to the safety to not get traded, and he falls straight into the arms of Slash. So Slash will manage to get back to the tower and revive NVK, and all the hard work Skies did to get that down will go away.
And see, this is what I'm talking about. So, me as well, right? And another pick from Canadian onto Zed, their other roamer.
Inside that attic, picked up from above by Canadian. They've also downed England. They're not quite aware of this yet, but MVK is looking for him. Comes around the corner and fires it. Easily will take MVK down, but then Geo has been spotted inside this double room. Easily picks up 2 kills. He's looking for a 3rd one here as he takes Young very low. But Young will peek back and make sure he finishes him off 2nd time round. And get the 1st round on the board for Continuum.
Great round from Continuum. Really
finally a little bit of good news for Elevate, but at 45 seconds to go, they're going to lose Zed as well, as Young's Vector outdoes the DMR. Very, very low health Young's holding there, but thankfully he's 3 armor, so he's going to get away with it. Elevate sending Skies now inside as they start to drone forward. Bandit comes up the back staircase. Skies grabs that one too. Looking to move now in towards the corridor, and it won't work because that Rook is sitting inside the A site. And NVK quickly gets a kill of his own from flanking underneath to end the round.
That was a perfect
Two
balance.
here as Necrox and NVK now are a pair. Inside the cupboard, England is there. The smoke grenades coming straight down. Picked up the diffuser, but can't land the shots for the next peak. England throws his way. Next man coming down. England's doing the same thing. He does dart the wrong way at the wrong time, and Necrox takes down Skies. But with 7 seconds to go, he's got to kill 2 now. He's cautious of where one is on the other side of that mirror. Doesn't get ready for the next one, but England is done to do the job anyway. And Elevate grab the round.
There is an example of the mirrors that we were talking about
Right
earlier.
down the corridor. Does get the man with the diffuser. They'll delay this plant a little bit, but now they know exactly where he is, and they have 3 eyes to look at him. Slash goes in, picks up the diffuser, gets straight into the B site. Necrox can go underneath now if needs be, and very close by is NVK, and he's going to be the man to grab the kill.
So, Elevate, they did exactly what I asked them to do, and it just didn't work for them. Honestly, looking at this situation, I mean, they had, okay, Zed was roaming, right? He got picked off early, so that's a man off the board. But other than that,
But he is also
he's
knocked
playing
around
Falco.
the kitchen. He's playing down in the basement as he's got track on easily outside this front door.
Tick tock, tick tock. Elevate has to make a move here.
The staircase, he's going to come up around underneath now. Geo picks up 1, easily will fall, and that's the one the Canadian was stalking. 1 player has down, but the plant has gone through, and England picks up an easy double as Canadian steps straight into his fire at his already down teammate.
So, we didn't... Whoa.
50 on the clock, and this is a very quick push from MBK as he's realizing this corridor is clean and open.
They're obviously centered around holding the lobby, which is counter to what CTM's been centered around.
The castle barricades were there to actually keep him inside that corridor. So yes, he can rush down very quickly there, but he can't get much further in. He comes on through, and it's a blind fire through the wall onto the back of Zed. We'll miss the next shots onto that Jaeger, but he's still alive, and that's important here. Gets back towards his team where the wall has been opened. Has another look down the corridor, and it's got a pixel towards that angle. Another look down the corridor, and it's got a pixel towards that angle. Sky's not going to peek straight into it anytime soon, though.
It's pretty obvious that their counter to the mirrors is to simply avoid them and take through construction. It's working so far for them.
It is. Young now picks up easily, and Slash picks up Skies. That's the basement completely exposed. MVK pushed on through to England, and that's kind of all she wrote. Geo coming down from the front now, and he is gone for the map and the series to head over to Continuum. GG's do come out, and that's 2 maps to 0 as 5 rounds to 1. Oregon ends.
Push aggressively towards the stage. He's going to come back into the construction door. Avian's waiting for him. Avian pulls it off. Era somehow pull it out with 5 HP to go.
Troll to be giving up the attackers on this.